This is the perfect location to get into our Going Green initiative. In 2024, you will see us adding fuel into that initiative by nurturing nature in every nook and cranny of our projects wherever we can. If you like all things beautiful, join me on this tour of this gorgeous house here in Tigoni. I will tell you guys that go back to the previous video because I did go into excruciating detail just to make sure that we were understanding things step by step. Because this is an update, I might not take as long to explain things, but you can get all that info in that video. When I am looking at the house, looking at where I'm going to enter, the entrance feels so huge and is so welcoming. We have the huge sliding doors that of course will have glass as the project goes on. But the first huge update we encounter is the floor tiles. It is the dimensions, the colors, the finish. It is such a classy, luxurious tile. I feel like I've walked into a very expensive home, which is exactly what this is. Of course, we have the great light coming in. We have that first layer of the gypsum laid down, ready for the designs they're going to do. And then we are going to continue on following this gorgeous tile. I love the effect that it's having. Everything feels seamless as you're transitioning from space to space. The way the light is bouncing off these tiles, it's really having an effect on making a house that is already kind of big feel even bigger. All the electrical wiring is done, all the plumbing is done. So it's just the beautifying that's actually coming up. And that is a step you definitely do not want to miss. Now, there's more work going on out here. We will have a better vantage point once we get to the dining room, but the point is that this feature is going to be visible from all corners of this house. What is the feature? It's a water feature. So actually this is where you'd be able to access this area that's just going to be pleasing to the ears no matter where you are. Now we have entered the dining room. There is a very big plan for what we want to do here in terms of creating a partition. That is up next. I just can't wait to see the execution, and I know a lot of you feel the same way, so of course make sure you are subscribed. And of course, walls like this, I've said, if you see a blank wall at Fine Urban, get excited. Just get excited because there's big plans. We are going to have some art pieces over here. This being the dining room, we always like having a sink, so you can see, as I said, plumbing is completely done, so we're gonna have the sink over there. And of course we have another area here, which is it's from the entrance, so you could come in through here, but also if you're in the dining room and you want to do a bit of al fresco dining, this would be a perfect place to just step outside and actually enjoy your meal or your cup of tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and just take in the environment and nature. We're going to continue down following the gorgeous tiles. You can see that even in the dining, we do have that trellis motif, but it transforms once you get onto the hallway and you enter a space like the kitchen. We have a more linear design, but just as perfectly done. One thing I did say last time is when you come into a site and you see the tile and you're like, I love the dimension, it's so huge. You never really clock how heavy these tiles are, but when I was here last time, they were laying some tiles in the master bedroom, and it was like, these are so heavy and it would be so easy to get it wrong. So the fact that we have a team that does this so flawlessly is actually a miracle. What amazing work the team has been able to do in terms of getting them in the ground and getting them to look this perfect. I don't like doing dishes, but if I had to do it, I'd love to do it in this way. I would just forget, I would zone out and sunbathe as I do all the dishes. Y'all can bring in your spoons and your extra plates. I'm not even gonna be mad because it's just such an enjoyable way that this kitchen has been designed to have this area that, of course, it's for function in terms of getting as much light in here as possible, but then you just get the joy of also feeling like, oh my God, the skies are just straight above me, and you're just enjoying the entire process. So we figured out the layout. We're gonna have an island in here. We're gonna maximize on storage. Everything, every appliance that the client would want in their kitchen has already been considered. We're gonna have our experts here They're going to be building out the cabinetry, and then I can walk you guys through the placements once more. We're going to continue following the gorgeous tile into this area. This is going to be the laundry area. Again, we're waiting for the cabinetry to come in, but when you look at the walls, you can see the provisions that are already here. So whether it's a dryer or a washing machine, we already know exactly where it's going to be. And then we have this small outdoor area that we did. Such a fantastic place to have some hanging lines, because then things will really just, you know, dry up quickly. But also, if you want to bring a stool out here and you have some extra things you want to wash with your hand, I know we have some delicates that you can't always throw in the washing machine. This will also be a great place to do that and just enjoy nature and the sun as well. Now, going back inside the house, we are going to go to the other side of the hallway. Fine Urban, we're well known for our excellent use of and placement of light fixtures. So as the gypsum comes in, so will the lighting fixtures. We have the common bathroom here. It's out of bounds. Some of the spaces on this project as it goes on are going to be used as storage. We have the staircase that I'm super excited about because I can already see some things that weren't here before. But let us take a look at the first bedroom on this floor. There is a sense of uniformity that I am sensing already. For this house, we have chosen to continue with the same tile throughout, and this already tells me that there's a very particular aesthetic that we're going to be implementing in this house as it gets finished, and this is the best choice in terms of tiling. So whether it is the wall colors or whatever story is going to be told throughout this house, this is going to be beneficial to continue the same tile throughout. Of course, we're getting plenty of natural lighting coming in, and oh my goodness, this is stunning. I love that punch. It's a definite punch of character that is happening in this bathroom. This is such an interesting tile design, and it feels ultra luxurious. This is the right way to give rooms their own character. There's small details like this that you might actually miss, but the installation of something as simple as this little thing, it's so easy for it to be crooked or just not done well. But because we pride ourselves on the quality of our workmanship, I'd like to emphasize those details because it is so perfectly done. We're going to have a shower cubic here. We have not brought in the fittings yet. We're going to have our toilet bowl and our sink. The spacing is perfect. You're getting enough light, and that's what really truly matters. Now, I would go right to the end of the hallway. Again, we have another room here, but you can see it's yet another no-go zone. But as I said, guys, I've done this tour. If you're curious what lays beyond this cardboard box, just go watch that video. I've done a whole tour of that room, but for now, we'll just have to wait until next time. But this is definitely new. This entire wall is definitely new. This wall paneling detail under the stairs area, is this something that's going to catch your eye? And looks like it might go all the way up. That is going to be so beautiful. And as you're walking up the stairs, you're actually going to enjoy this as well. This is impeccable. I can't wait to see once we have the filler done and then what color is put on there. It's so intriguing because just adding that aesthetic value into the house with having a textural element, that's something that will just catch your eye as you're walking through the house, but it's going to be so impactful at all angles. It's stunning. I absolutely love this feature. The joy of my heart is the staircase. I love me a good spiral staircase, and it just so happened to work for a company that also loves a good spiral staircase, and we're always going from strength to strength when we are designing them, and I particularly love this one. Now, to see it almost complete with the tile down and the gold detail, I have to take a moment again to just talk about the amount of work and patience that it would take to cut out these individual tiles to actually fit the curvature, because this is not a straight wall. These are not tiles that are naturally curved. So our experts have to painstakingly take the time to cut out each measurement, and then all along, all these different curves you have to understand are at different angles. So it's gonna take some time to do it. I'm really appreciating all angles, even in the corner there, you can see, but it's been done so well. It's stunning. I love that when you're talking about luxury, it's not just about the materials. Of course, the materials matter, but I've always said you could give someone the best materials, but if they cannot work with them well, you're not gonna get the same essence. So to see this collaboration of getting good quality materials and getting excellent experts to come and do the job, that's what makes true luxury. That's why I always talk about how I feel at a fine urban project, because there is a sensation you feel when you see things done to perfection. So now we are at the first floor, because we just came from the ground floor. Now we're on the first floor. I want to step outside onto the sunroom, and then we can continue down the hallway to look at some of the other rooms. There's a family room up here. There's just so much to see. We also have a sunroom here that is accessible from the outside. So we have created steps, so you have a more private like entry and exit point, but this is such an excellent place to also focus on the detailing on the wall. The concept of bringing the outside in and the inside out continues. So we have the paneling on the inside that really mimics this molding design that we've done out here. It's just that aesthetic value, adding something intriguing, something unique, and just something that adds like a visual element to a house. And especially when it's done to this quality, it's perfect. We can continue down this hallway to bedroom number 1 on this floor. Last time, as you can see, this was being used as a store, so we couldn't access it, but you can see it's quite similar to what we have downstairs. The tiling has continued. We want that sense of uniformity on this project. And ooh, let's take a look in here. Okay, so this is what it looks when you're prepping the wall for tile. You want a bit of texture there, so it actually has grip when you're laying down the tile. But I am looking at the floor, and remember what I said when we were downstairs. This is how you introduce character to different rooms. You play around with the tiling, and I actually really love the warmth of this tile. So I can't wait to see if we continue with the same tile here on the wall, which I have a feeling we might do, but I just love that each bathroom is going to have its own storage tile. Now going down the hallway, let's go into the family room, because I particularly really enjoy this space. Of course, we're going to make a feature of the TV wall. We're continuing with the huge gorgeous tiles. We have this huge balcony out here with the sliding doors. Yet again, this is one of those houses that just gets better and better as you ascend the staircase. So I'm looking out at nature, I'm hearing the sounds of nature. I can see we have people from our team are moving around hard at work, just making sure that the project is moving along nicely. And then you can see the detailing on the columns also continues up here. We have texture on the wall, and then it goes all the way to the side. So there's a bedroom here that we will access from the inside, and then I will get more into this detail here with the skylight. So heading back in, we like to take the outside in and the inside out. You know, we just want that sense of harmony. So you can see the detailing on this wall. Again, it's a great balance of functionality and aesthetics, because this detail here on the wall actually helps this hallway get plenty of natural lighting, but also it's just an intriguing wall. It's not like a boring solid wall. So I just love how it just ties in multiple things and does so much for the space. So now we're entering bedroom numero 3. Trois, I think. Anyway, we're continuing following the tile. We have yet another view onto the water feature that we're going to have out there, which is just going to be majestic. I talk about the auditory elements of that. I love sleeping when it's raining. That we all do, you know, that sensation. So I would be the one who's like insisting to have that on through the night. But anyway, so we have a huge bedroom here. Again, when it comes to the bedrooms, it's just focusing on layout. Where are we going to have the cabinetry? What size bed does our client want for the room? Like, how can we make the most out of the space without actually taking away from the comfort and navigation of the space? Now here we are in the bathroom. Oh my God, this is what the other bathroom is gonna look like. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this so much. We're continuing with the gold trim around certain areas, around the windows, around this niche wall that we really love to implement because it's such a great place to just store the things that you use day in and day out on your showers. But I just love the gloss, the dimension. You have such a great balance between great materials and great workmanship, and it just feels amazing. You can't help but just have the biggest smile. I honestly feel like I want to end the tour right here. I want to stay in this bathroom. It's just made me so happy. I love this space so much. But anyway, the show must go on. We're going to have the shower that looks like it's going to be a rainfall shower because we have that little pipe jutting out from the gypsum, and then we're going to have the sink over there and the toilet bowl over there. Now we're going to continue down the hallway. We have yet more rooms to see. And we encounter another viewpoint for our beautiful water feature / oasis area within this house. I love that fact. It's just a great way to design a space where when you add in something that is as exquisite and as pleasant as this, you just want everybody to have an opportunity to kind of just take it in and fully enjoy it. So let us continue on into bedroom number 4. Let me stop the whole numero thing because I'm lost. But here we have another bedroom, quite spacious. It's similar to what we've just seen, where it just has great opportunity if it's put in the right hands, which of course it has, because this client has made the right decision in working with Fine Urban Real Estate Construction Interiors. So we are going to maximize the functionality and the use of this room to make sure this person is happy. They say happy as a... I don't know, finish that sentence for me in the comments. Happy as a lamb? I don't know why that's what's coming to mind, but happy as whatever. This obviously looks like it would be the perfect setup for the headboard. Looks like we might have a TV over on that side, and then you can see where we intend to have all the light switches. And we're going into the bathroom. From the moment I saw this style in that first bathroom, I got so excited I fell in love with it. But now every bathroom we've been to since then is the same tile, because I'm having a feeling that, you know, great minds think alike. The lead designer saw this tile, fell in love with it, and was like, you know what, I want this in several bathrooms. So it makes me so happy to know I have great taste. I have great taste. I fell in love with it and now it's everywhere. Guys, maybe I should become, you know, a lead interior designer. But anyway, yeah, this is stunning. I love it. And this is the first bathroom where we're getting another design detail that we have really been loving all throughout 2024. I think we even started implementing in 2023, but we're really loving this year. And that is the skylight. We have it in the most perfect place because this would be such a great way for me to just, I don't need to go to the spa. I don't need to leave my house. If I want a sense of serenity, what is better than having a warm shower as the sun literally is just shining down on you? You just close your eyes, have your music, and that's it. You have the most relaxing experience within your same space. Anyway, we're gonna have the shower cubic here. We have our niche wall. The walls are nice and prepped and ready for their tiles to come in. Of course, I'm experiencing the sunshine. That's why I'm hesitating to move. I just wanna stand here a little bit. But again, the show must go on. We're gonna have the toilet bowl and the sink right over there. The gypsum is not quite in yet, but it will be here very, very soon. Now we are gonna head out onto the balcony, which is shared by the family room as I was showing you earlier, but we do have a skylight detail over here. This is just to provide cover on days like, you know, recently how we've been having like sporadic rains. So if you still wanna enjoy the outside, you don't have to feel like you have to run inside because you do have some sort of covering, but still getting that sunlight when it is sunny. Now let's go back inside. We have yet another space to see, so we're gonna walk across the hallway, and as I'm looking, I can see that change in tile that I was talking about earlier. Here, dimensions have remained consistent, texture has changed, color has changed, but remember when I said we have consistency, we have harmony? The feel of the tiles, no matter where they are or no matter how different they are, they're still kind of telling the same story. I love it. I am enjoying it. It feels so calming, but we are in a bedroom that is also going to be about layout. Looks like we're going to have the TV wall over there. This wall is where we're gonna have our headboard. We're gonna have a stunning lighting fixture. These are temporary, guys. I promise, you know us. We're probably out there just looking for the most jaw-dropping centerpieces for all these rooms. But of course, I wanna run into the bathroom. Just run into the bathroom and see my favorite tile. I can't get over it. I love it. It's yummy. It's a yummy tile. It's a welcoming tile. It's a tile that brings me so much joy. I'm not gonna go on and on about it because we've already talked about it, but obviously you can tell I'm still really, really loving it. We have the shower here. We have another feature of having the skylight in this bathroom. And we also have the niche wall, continuing with that gold detailing around this. It's just so neat. It's such an excellent way of finishing things off. We're gonna have the toilet bowl over there and the sink over there, making sure that the layout is perfect for any navigation and also just for the ultimate enjoyment of something as simple as going in, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, using the toilet. But yeah, it's just an enjoyable experience all around. Now we're gonna go back down the hallway and we get to experience the joy of continuing to walk up the spiral staircase of dreams. Oh, they just keep getting better and better. And this is what we're working on. This is a huge update. I know I didn't touch on it when we were coming up, but I just knew that we were going to continue to encounter it. Just building up this handrail. I think we have discovered that this technique is actually what's best in terms of longevity. Like, how long is this going to last? When you're building something out of cement, it is going to last much, much longer. There's a design style called brutalism that uses a lot of cement. So I think we have found like the perfect way of using materials that would technically be considered like materials that would be used in brutalism design, but we're doing it in such like a contemporary and like futuristic way. And of course I can see that niche. It just tells me we're gonna have a light, which is just going to make this feel even more like futuristic and more modern. Just having a detail like that, and it's gonna take the edge off something that would feel so like tough and strong and rough. It's excellent. Now, another thing I want to talk about while I'm here is something we actually saw when we went under the stairs to inspect the paneling. It is the windows. So we put in these windows to ensure that each and every corner of the staircase and even down there under the stairs got as much natural light as possible. We are going to continue walking up these gorgeous stairs with this beautiful golden line throughout each one of them. What a stunning design detail. Now guys, welcome to the second floor. This is where we have the master bedroom. Yeah, this entire floor is the master bedroom, right? Of course, different spaces, different functions, but they all serve the master bedroom. Where we're standing right now is going to be the gym area. We have great views all around. I go into more detail in the previous video, so go and check out what I talk about in terms of layout and what we're thinking and styles and things like that. And then I'm going to follow the light down this hallway. We have bright tiles here. We have some really, really bright tiles, and you can see how they're kind of just taking that light that's coming in and kind of bouncing it off all the walls. And now I really just feel like the entire space is glowing. Now we're gonna go to this side, which is the main area. This is gonna be the main bedroom area. Tons of space. You could have a small sitting area here, a huge bed, a kitchenette. Like, these are features that could comfortably fit in this space, but I'll show you exactly what we're gonna do. But the main thing I want to point out while we're here is the fact that even the master bedroom on this floor does get to enjoy the very top of our beautiful water feature that we're gonna have here, going all the way down. Now, going across, and the sunshine is pouring in through yet more skylights, like it's stunning. You just feel like you want to stand underneath areas like this to just sunbathe. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So we have two skylights over here, getting that direct sunlight, and also enjoying the views of the clouds up there. Today they're particularly fluffy. I hope it's not going to rain later today, but you know, the blue skies, it's just quite the experience. So we're going to have this be the lounge area. So we have the main area, and then this is going to be purely the lounge area. I remember my first experience seeing a concept like this in Runda Eagle Park, but it was just a room that had a couple of seats kind of set up, and it was like, oh, that's such a great idea. So to see as the years have gone by, the impact a statement like that has had, where more and more people are building homes and adding spaces where it's like, I don't even want my lounge area to be in the where my bed is. I want to have an entire living space within my master bedroom. It is excellent. Now this also has an area where you can walk out onto the balcony, and we continue on with the consistency. The pillars have continued. That design detail is actually so stunning. I just love that as we're going up, I can see the consistency, and when I step back, I see how that plays so beautifully into making this structure look very, very unique and very, very modern. We've also implemented the skylight design here with the glass paneling just to protect this area to be useful at any time of day. And while we're up here, we're getting a really great view of what we've managed to do so far in terms of landscaping. I'm seeing the pathway that has been created all the way down. We're going to have a gazebo there. Of course, we're planning to have a pool right over this parking / garage area. And then we're going to have plenty of greenery where the kids can frolic and play around. And also you could just dot some seats around if you want to go sit out within nature. So now going back inside, we still have more to see in this master bedroom. And I have to say, for how big it is, it might feel daunting, but it is such a pleasant experience. Remember, you get to keep walking down this hallway and just getting bathed in the sunlight as you peruse through. And now I have entered the walk-in closet. This is like the size of my living room, plus my kitchen, plus my bathroom, but this is what dreams are made of. You're building your dream home, you guys. Make as much space for the things that you love as possible. You might not fill the closet now, but we all know that as the years go by, you'll accumulate more things that you really don't want to part ways with and that you really, really enjoy, and you want to have space for that. So that's what we're also thinking when we're designing your cabinetry, when we're customizing things like that. Those are the things that we have in mind. So of course we have this little nook here. For me, it would be the perfect place to have, you know, just a little reading nook or somewhere to chill, but it will also be such an excellent space because of natural lighting to have something like a vanity in here. And the views are to die for. This house, any opportunity you get to open a door or window, do it, because you're not going to be disappointed at what you get to look outside. The hills of Tigoni have so much to offer, both within the compound and as you're looking beyond. Those skies are unbeatable. This experience, to think day in, day out, like you're getting ready for your day. You might be in a bad mood, but the moment you open a window like this and you look outside, you're like, yeah, I'm ready to conquer the day. I just really, really appreciate that experience. Before I forget, this is our last stop. So I'm just going to take a moment to look at it in this state, because I know next time I come, we'll have flowing water and we'll get the full experience. Now, pièce de résistance. I'm getting excited and I haven't even walked in yet, but this bathroom, I think I said last time, might be my favorite bathroom that we're doing in 2024, but it's not finished, and we have so many other bathrooms that we're doing that I'm like, that might be my favorite, but at this moment, I just feel so much joy. The warmth of the tile, the dimension, the clean finishes. So we're gonna have the whole vanity area over here with a his and her sink. Looks like we're gonna have our toilet bowl right over there. And then we wanna install a fireplace. Remember, it's supposed to be leisurely, relaxing, and Tigoni, just like Karen, does get chilly weather. So it is important to have features like that. And then where I would spend my entire life, I would soak myself until I turn into a literal prune in a tub, the tub that's gonna be here, because I know it's gonna be so stunning. It's going to be so beautiful. But the thing that's gonna make me want to turn into a prune is the skylight. We have so much light pouring in. We also have these huge windows providing an excellent view. You'll have hot running water. You'll have plenty of space to store all your bath bombs and your bubbly soaps and your scented candles, that you'll just be like, I don't need to leave my house. There is nothing for me to go and do in a spa outside when I can have this full experience in my house. So let's continue. We still have to go up some more beautiful stairs, and we're gonna go to the rooftop to experience one of the most exquisite views ever. Nice. Oh, something, did I even mention this? I don't think I did. So under the stairs, I've always said, look out. If you ever see niches, whether it's in a cabinetry or anywhere, like in the walls, if you ever see a very small gap that's been left intentionally, just know there's gonna be a strip light tucked away to just add a bit of extra glow to our project. So that's gonna happen on these stairs. Yeah, we're now getting to the top of the stairs and we're greeted by yet more light. We have this huge skylight, which might feel like, okay, why do you need that? You're going outside, but it is purely also to illuminate this area, but it also provides light all the way down the stairwell. We are outside. Oh goodness. Of course, when it comes to rooftops, you want to ensure that, you know, all your solar bits are nice and tucked away. If you have any water tanks, this is the perfect place to tuck them away so it doesn't take away from the beauty of the house. But we just wanted to ensure that it was nice and clean. So if anyone wanted to come up here for one reason or another, if our client ever decides they want to have a couple of seats up here, it's not just completely in shambles. So we just want to make sure every square inch of this structure is well taken care of and accessible and actually usable. So before I get lost in the wonder that is the world that we live in while I'm up here, we should probably go downstairs and continue this tour so we can see if what we've done on the structure itself matches what we're planning to do on the outside as well. But you guys are gonna give me a minute. Let me just enjoy this for a bit longer. More progress on the outside. It seems we have laid down the slabs of the walkway, which makes my job even easier. So we're gonna make pit stops. I'm gonna walk along the path and describe exactly what's gonna be happening on either side of me. But keep in mind, with the Going Green initiative, Fine Urban is really focusing on maximizing on the greenery and plant life. So you'll notice a lot of trees and things that we have been taking care of that naturally occurred here. So we're like, we want to keep them in place just to continue on the Going Green initiative. So let's begin. I'm going to start with one of the bigger features that we have created on this property, and that is to my left. So we dug out this entire area that's going to serve as a parking area, but we're also going to build a garage right down there so that if there's any fixing of cars that needs to happen, it'll all happen up there instead of being up here on the cab row and kind of getting oil and whatever stains on the cab row. So that's not all. On top of it, we are going to create a pool area. Trust me, there's going to be so many details in how this is implemented that it's going to be absolutely jaw-dropping. To my right, we have dug out a section. We're gonna have a gazebo there, just another opportunity for our client and their loved ones to spend more time outside and enjoy their environment. It will be a great tea area, a great gathering area, a great area for entertainment. Now, anything that you see around that, of course, is going to be green and green and green. So areas like this, we're gonna have a lot of greenery. We're gonna add water features just to continue with the theme of having like a visual experience when it comes to nature, but also having that auditory. Imagine adding the sounds of running water. Like that is the optimum, like that's the peak of serenity. Like I don't know what else you could add to that to feel serene. And then you'll be surrounded by beautiful plants and trees and areas where kids can feel free to just kind of play around and have a soft ground to play on. So we have a robust like statement main gate over there, obviously customized by us, just to continue the quality right from the start. You want to feel that essence of like the quality that you expect to get from Fine Urban. And then you can see how we've constructed the perimeter walls all around, and I can't believe how quickly these flowers are actually blooming. They're adding so much color and so much joy to this property. But in terms of the perimeter wall, especially this interior one that surrounds the landscape area we were just looking at, we do also want to add more of a water feature all around that and also on the other end. And while I'm standing here, you can also see the driving path on how our client would come in and be able to easily access the underground garage area, or choose their path to continue following the cab row to the other extensive parking areas that are available on this property. Now that we're all here together, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you have your notification bell on so that when I do come back for the next step and the next step, because we're so close to finishing this project, you definitely do not want to miss it. So just make sure you guys are subscribed so you're here with me so we can all experience this joy together. So see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.